Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at the Evolution Blue 6-year anniversary LR Vegeta in contrast to our UI Goku showcase yesterday, because considering the UI Goku's age, like, he is still doing some crazy numbers offensively, and defensively he's obviously great because he has that 70% chance to dodge. However, this Vegeta does not have a chance to dodge. In fact, he has damage reduction instead, which kind of works. Well, it does work very differently just because it's damage reduction and it's not the same as dodge. But it's just very weird and kind of wonky because it's a very low amount of damage reduction and it builds up to a good amount, but it's every turn and I don't know, it's kind of its whole thing, but we'll get into that in a minute. So yeah, this is the guy, this is the Vegeta. This is the team we're running him on. We're going to have a lot of links active because we got a couple other Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas on the team. We got a lot of Realm of God support going on, and yeah, just a good team overall to bring him in and, you know, see how he's going to look with a full 200% leader skill. So yeah, but before we get into the video, just make sure you guys like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. And let me know who you want me to do a 200% video on in the comments because, hey, I'm free to do it on anyone. I mean, there's so many units that have gotten 200% leader skills with all the new Dokkan Fest coming out. So for sure, let me know who you want me to do a video on. And yeah, so let's just get into his kit because, you know, I want to go over this. So his leader skill, right? We got Powerful Comeback or Representatives Universe 7, Category Key +3, HP Attacking Defense plus 170%. Now, Powerful Comeback doesn't really matter because we already have a much better leader in the Birdku, who came out for Worldwide, or the Tech Super Saiyan Goku. He's a 200% Powerful Comeback leader, and it's just a straight 200% across the board, so no other category restriction. So if you're running Powerful Comeback, I think this guy is probably the second best leader. And then for Representatives Universe 7, the Tech Goku and Frieza are the best leader for that category. But if none of you have him, then for sure you could run this guy. Same thing with Powerful Comeback. You know, if you don't have the Tech LR Super Saiyan Goku, you just run this guy. Because I think this is the only other Powerful Comeback leader. I think I'm correct on that. But anyway, moving on to his super attack effects. So, on his 12th key, he causes colossal damage to enemy, high chance of performing a critical hit for 1 turn. Remember, that does stack just like the UI Goku. So, any additionals, that 50% obviously goes up to 100%. So, then that means any additionals are just guaranteed crits. So, I mean, that's kind of a useful effect to have on this guy, considering he does have built-in additionals, too. So, it just helps him work. It just complements his whole kit very well. So yeah, that is for sure very nice. And then his 18 key, it's just mega colossal damage to enemy and then a high chance of performing a crit for 1 turn. So no attack or defense on these super attacks, so that is quite unfortunate. But I guess it is what it is. Maybe, I mean, you know, with the 200% leader skill, the raw stats are going to be high enough to where they don't really need the attack and defense on super attack. But it for sure would be really nice, maybe if they just like raise defense for 1 turn or something like that. But I digress. So onto his passive skill. We have attack and defense plus 150%, a pretty solid, nice little just base buff, so that's nice. Reduces damage received by 10%, just for free. So 10% damage reduction for free, no restrictions. And then an additional damage reduction of 10% within the same turn, with each attack received up to 30%. So this is my biggest issue with this unit. I think you've probably heard people like DeTruth and all the other Dokkan YouTubers talk about this. If he just kept that damage reduction and it wasn't restarted at the beginning of every turn, he would be so much better. Because the fact that he's only at 10% damage reduction at start of turn, so if you get super attacked first thing, you die, pretty much, if you have him in any difficult events. Maybe in some of the like super battle roads and more easier just events in this game, you'd be able to survive, but pretty much in any red zone stage past like stage 2, you would die from that. Even in the Wicked Bloodline, some of the earlier stages hit very hard. So this guy would for sure struggle in there, so that does suck. But if you get that damage reduction fully built up, he's going to be tanking very, very well. So I for sure think it's good he at least has damage reduction. But compared to like UI Goku's 70% chance to dodge, like this really is nothing. I don't really know what they were thinking. I think it was pretty obvious they wanted the UI Goku to be better. But alright, so moving on, we have key +1 with each attack performed up to key +5. That is nice just to give him some more key. LRs having key in their passive is always nice. Just makes getting that 18 key easier. And then medium chance of launching an additional super attack, just period, for free. So that's the additionals I was talking about. So it's nice that he has that in there because it just flows well with his crits. And then if HP is 50% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, after the character receives, after the character receives 7 or more attacks in battle, revives with 70% HP, and then, so it's when the character or an ally in a turn is KO'd, you revive with 70% HP. So it's just like the UI Goku, to where it doesn't have to be this character specifically. It's any character on the rotation, which is very nice, of course, because then if this guy doesn't get supered and you get another unit gets supered and you die, then that would kind of suck because this revive did nothing. But because it's anyone on the turn, you can just revive with anyone. So that is for sure very nice. And receiving 7 attacks is not difficult at all. I think the UI Goku's was receiving 3 attacks. And even though it's 4 like less attacks than this guy, I'd say the UI Goku's is still more difficult because he just has that chance to dodge. So you're never receiving attacks. But well, you always receive super attacks because, you know, that's how it works. You dodge the normal, take the super. But pretty solid passive. I mean, a couple wonky things here and there, but overall, a very good unit. I mean, you know, he'll work in a lot of events, so that for sure is pretty nice. And then for his active skill, it can be activated when HP is 50% or more, starting from the 4th turn from start of battle. And then his active skill effect causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. That makes him great for Super Battle Road. That makes him great for some of the red zone or just stages, because just off the top of my mind, stuff like Bojack and I know the Android 13 fight. There's multiple enemies in some of the earlier phases, so this guy could work good in there because he's just damaging them all, you know, the all enemies. So that for sure is really nice. And I mean, yeah, other than that, not really much to talk about. We got him rainbowed, level 10 links. He has a lot of categories, so he's looking good on there, and he's on stuff like Pure Sands. Powerful Comeback is even a pretty good category now. Bond of Parent and Child. Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Vegeta Family, just some really just good overall categories. And then his link set is pretty solid too. He's got stuff like Godly Power, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power, and even Tournament of Power is pretty good, so a lot of good links here. And then Royal Lineage and Prodigies if you want to make them work with some of the Vegetas. So pretty solid link set right there. No equips on him, because I can't really control that. It's a private server. And he is built full crit, but once again, similar to the UI Goku, I suggest you go full additionals. I just can't control it because I'm on a private server. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it with the unit. Let's just let's get into the showcase. Okay, so here we are in the Legendary Vegeta event. We got very lucky and got him on the first rotation, which is very nice because normally in these videos I don't get that lucky, but yeah, here we are, first rotation, got him. Got a pretty good rotation right here. We're gonna have 4 out of 7 links active. We are missing a little bit of attack with Legendary Power and Godly Power. Oh, and Tournament of Power. A little bit of defense too, just the 7% from Tournament of Power. But still a very good turn because 4 out of 7 links. We got some support from this guy. And I think we're just going to be looking good. So defensively, we're looking at 247k. So keep in mind right here, just for free, we have 240k defense with 10% damage reduction. So that level of defense with the 10% damage reduction is for sure nice. But I mean, I don't know. I wish start of turn he was just looking a little bit better. Maybe if he had just more start of turn defense, it would help me out just in really seeing this guy's use. But I mean, I don't know. But once we get those attacks like received and we build up our damage reduction, 40% damage reduction with 247k defense is actually pretty good. That's not like amazing. Like super attacks are still going to be doing a lot of damage in these difficult stages of like red zone and cell max and stuff like that. However, for normals, you're going to be tanking very well with 247k defense with 40% damage reduction. But keep in mind, we have a lot of defensive support right here. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would drop a lot if we lost it, but it is what it is. So, okay, no 18 key, unfortunately, but we get to showcase his 12 key and just see what attacks that he could look like with the 12 key, just to get the animation in the video and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, let's see. I mean, he does build up key too, so getting his 18 key will be much easier later in the event once we build that up. So starting off with a 3 million attack stat, keep in mind he has a 30% chance to do an additional and a 50% chance to crit, and any additionals are guaranteed crits. So, oh, I thought we got the additional right there. I was about to say, okay, you're starting off the additional. Because if you didn't see my UI Goku showcase yesterday, I got like no crits or additionals. I was so surprised. Like throughout the whole like run, I think I got 1 or 2 crits off, and I showcased a good amount of rotations with him. And I don't think I got any additionals at all in the video, so quite unfortunate, but hopefully this can be a little bit different. Alright, so we got his ideal linking partner in the second rotation, which does suck, but I mean, it is what it is. We can just float him off, get him on the same rotation with him. Yeah, as far as like teams goes with this Vegeta though, he is very good. You know, we saw that list of categories he has. A lot of those categories I could see getting massive buffs too. Like when Ultra Ego comes out, like I mean, this guy could probably be getting an easy A by the time we get Ultra Ego in Dokkan, which is crazy to think about because I feel like this unit came out like, I mean, I know it was almost 2 years ago, but it just feels more recent than not. And I mean, shoot, I guess by the track we're going, he'd be getting an easy A within the next year or two. So that's crazy to think about. But speaking of anniversary LR easy A's though, hopefully with the 8th year anniversary approaching on the JP side of the game, hopefully we can see the 5th year LR's easy A during that celebration. I think that would be amazing because I did my 200% showcases on them. I saw what they looked like without, an easy A, obviously, because I don't have it yet. And I saw what they looked like on a 200% leader skill, level 10 links, rainbowed, the whole 9 yards. And okay, defensively, they suck. I'm just going to come out and say it. Defensively, they're not really that good. But offensively, they still hold up very, very well. So seeing them easy A is going to be crazy. So we got a pretty good rotation right here. 5 out of 7 links. We got Godly Power activated now, so we're going to see a little bit of an increase in attack stat. And I think we're going to be able to get a 18-key super attack right here. So, I mean, we would anyway. But, yeah, we got a good amount of support right here. And we're at 272k defense. Keep in mind, start of turn, he's got 10% damage reduction. So that defense is a little bit better than what it just looks like. Because even if it's a low amount of damage reduction, like 10%, combined with a defensive stat of 272k, it's going to make a very big difference. Because you could have, like, 400k defense and 5% damage reduction. And you're still going to, like, it's a world of a difference. And I know it doesn't make sense because it's only, like, 5% damage reduction. But little damage reduction goes a long way with high defense. So yeah, that's for sure pretty good right there. I mean, it's not great, but it's kind of good. I mean, we would be able to tank normals from this guy at least. Well, I mean, we have type advantage anyway, so. Alright, so we're going to get 5 keys. So we are going to be at a 19-key super attack, which is pretty nice. Good way to showcase him. I don't think the Vegeta is going to kill in slot 1, so we should be alright here. Well, I don't know. If we double super, double crit, we might. No, we wouldn't kill even with additional crit right here. Alright, so we are looking at a 5.4 million attack stat. So that's pretty much what the UI Goku was around yesterday. But, keep in mind he's got that chance to crit, which we got. Okay, and he had the additional, but it wasn't a super. But, I mean, that's pretty nice. I'd say over a 5 million attack stat with a 50% chance to crit and a 30% chance of doing additional. That's pretty nuts. I mean, that's some damage right there. I just think his defense really, really holds this guy back because you can't really run him in these difficult events. And let's be honest, those are probably the most fun events in the game. I mean, that might be a hot take, but I don't know. I feel like stuff like Red Zone is just way more fun than just normal Dokkan events. But maybe that's just me, so I don't know. That's just my opinion, but yeah, I mean, not a horrible turn for him. I just think defensively he could be a little bit better. Honestly, if he just got like 50% defense on 18 key and then 30% defense on his 12 key, I think that would solve this guy. Like, it would solve this guy's issue, honestly. I mean, because you get that 18 key, you get that 50% defensive raise, and then you got a pretty good chance of doing additionals, right? Because he has all those additionals built in. So, I think that actually that would be a really good way to fix this guy. Just 50% defense on 18 key, 30% defense on 12 key. Honestly, even if they just gave him 30% on 18 and 12 key, I think that would fix it too. But it just goes to show how much having defense on super attack could really change a unit. So yeah, but right here we're at 264k defense, so we lost a little bit of support. Look at the easy A Vegeta being at a higher defensive stat start of turn than this guy. And this guy is getting all the defense from additionals, so I don't know. I mean, I know this guy's a more recent, I guess, easy A / release than the Evolution Blue 6-year anniversary Vegeta. But I don't know. I still feel like an LR Vegeta should be better than a TUR easy A Vegeta. But I don't know. I digress. But we do have an active skill right here, so I'll shut up and we can play this and see what it looks like. Because similar to the UI Goku, these active skills are just, they're beautiful. They're great. Literally looks like it was taken right out of the anime, which I love. Yeah, it looks really nice. And keep in mind, this is an AOE attack right here. So this, if there were multiple enemies, excuse me, he would be doing damage to every single one of them. So, all right. So with that, we got a little bit more key because that does count as an attack. We got a lot of support right here. We're gonna be at a full 24 key super attack. Again, 264k defense, with that 10% damage reduction, but with every attack, we're getting 10% more damage reduction to a max of 40%. And yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is 200 and like, what was it, 40k defense, 260k defense with 20% damage reduction. We still took a little over 100k, which is kind of bad. Okay, 4.8, so a little bit of a drop off because we lost some support, but still very good. 4.8, 50% chance to crit, which we got, and 30% chance to do an additional. And look at that KO screen. Like, you know, this guy's animations are pretty clean. I wish he was better defensively so I could actually use him in these events, and I could see these animations more often, but hey, it is what it is. I guess I can try and get his revival activated. That might be kind of difficult. No. Okay, well, we're dead. All right. That was kind of weird timing. I'm going to hop back in, try and get his revival skill activated because I think it'd be nice just to see the animations for that. Okay, guys, so here we are. We have a rotation where we can get his revival skill activated. Took me a little bit to get here. As you can see, we're on turn 12, but I managed it nonetheless. So, yeah, I mean, just to show off his defense, because why not? We got 257k, which is, yeah, well, it's not horrible. There's some value with that level of defense, but that's not necessarily great because, you know, the damage reduction is only at 10%, so. Alright, so we should die here with this, and we get to see the revival animation. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, it really looks like straight out of the anime. It looks really good. And then bam, there we go. Back with 70% HP. So for sure the fact he has it is very nice. I think it'll help you out in a lot of these events. You know, obviously if you just get caught, which you can for sure, you'll be able to revive with any unit, so that's very nice. We'll see if I die here. If I don't die, okay, I think we're going to die. But that was still a pretty good showcasing for him. I just wanted to show off the revival skill, get some attack stats in the video, see what he's looking like. Oh, no, we're not dead. Okay. All right, we'll get 1 or 2 more attack stats if we don't die here, just to kind of see what he's looking like with, well, not really with anything, just some more rotations with him, because why not? If we survive right here, I think the blue boys in slot 3 will be fine, right? They're not getting a super attack off. I don't know why I didn't give him a super attack, but I didn't. We're good right here, right? Okay, yeah, we're good. Double digits. Cool. Alright, so yeah, we'll get this rotation right here. Actually, you know what? This is not a horrible rotation. We have 3 out of 7 links active, but we got some support with the Supreme Kai. Okay, I'm just going to call her Supreme Kai. Yeah, with the Supreme Kai. So, 240k defense. Not really the greatest, but I guess if we get the damage reduction fully built up, it could be a lot better for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna pop a Ghost Usher because I don't quite want him to die right here. Actually, you know what? I forgot about this. Let's nuke. Let's just get a nuking rotation with him. Let's see how he's gonna look. Okay. So clear up a couple paths for me. Come on. Ooh, 20 key. All right. I'm getting lucky with the key orbs now. All right, sweet. All right, so let's see what attacks that he's looking like. What attacks that he's going to look at. So keep in mind, he has a 50% chance to crit right here and a 30% chance to do an additional. And, I mean, this doesn't really count towards the unit's performance, of course, but it's still fun just to look at. So, yeah, 10 million. 10 million attacks, that 50% chance to crit. Go ahead and crit for me so I can just see how much damage it's going to do. Okay, no crit. And we didn't get an additional? What? All right, whatever. Well, that's been the video. Let me know what you guys think of this Vegeta down in the comments. Let me know if you've pulled him or how many dupes you got of him, because I'm sure a lot of you were playing for the 6-year anniversary and probably managed to get a copy or 2 of him. I know personally, when he came out, I went very, very deep in this guy's banner because, you know, he was a cool unit at the time, and I got UI Goku very early on, so. But yeah, I mean, again, let me know how many dupes you got in him. Let me know all that. And let me know who you want me to do a 200% video on in the comments, because like I said earlier in the video, I'm free to do it on anyone. So yeah, but that's been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.